Welcome, everybody. Just making sure I got everything ready to go here. I just walked in the door, and someone wants to say hi, I guess, to everybody. Tosha, you always mess everything up. Oh, now she's off. Okay. Anyways, I just walked in the door a few minutes ago, and I'm just like, poof, I got to get this thing ready. I got to get live. I got to get V. I got to get this link off to V. Oh, deep breath. But it's been a fun day. So before we get into V and all that, I got this in the mail. Pretty cool. A light. Oh. A headlamp, which is really cool. And then the stuff that's really cool, it's the stuff from Hitchweb. Thanks, guys. I got a hoodie. I got some drink cozies, mints. I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Stickers. That's pretty awesome, guys. My favorite, handmade soap. It almost looks like it was chewed on, though. But handmade soap. Another hoodie. Thank you, guys. That's all from Hitchweb. If you don't know what Hitchweb is, go check them out. They are great for off-roading, overlanding, and all that kind of stuff. Thanks, guys. So I'll wait for the thumbs up from V to know that she's ready to go. Okay. So today has been just a crazy, crazy, crazy day. And are we ready to go? Thumbs up. Okay, so we're going to bring up V without further ado and see how she can get this interview going. So let's bring her up. Welcome, V. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Hello, beautiful people. Surprise, mother of something or other.
Steve, good to see you, brother.
How's it going?
Good, good, good. You don't look like V.
Well, no, I think I've scared all your audience away.
Just a second. I need some toilet paper. I think I messed my pants.
I probably would have too.
Oh, too funny, too funny. Yeah. So how's it going?
It's going well.
As you can see, he is free.
Yes, I'm free. Yay.
Hashtag free Steve worked. That is awesome.
I'm free. Whee!
Oh. So first in the house was Jennifer. I think Jennifer was there yesterday.
Wow.
She's been waiting patiently for you, V, for a whole day.
Sister from another mother, all right.
Second,
she is awesome.
Your other sister, but he's a brother, John Chucker.
Hi, John. Hi, Jennifer.
Dyson's Crazy Adventures, welcome. Dream on Wheels, welcome. Bree, welcome, welcome.
Hello, beautiful people. Let me see if I can get this going. Can you hear me?
I can still hear me? You. Yeah.
Ah.
Why is my Alexa's whining at me?
I brought a guest.
I'm not sure about that.
Sue, welcome.
Did you want to hear?
Yeah, a little.
It seems that Steve wants to hear. Sometimes he says no.
Jennifer is back in the house, or she still hasn't left the house. Either or, I don't know.
I think she's trying to pull off a Kenny. I'm just saying.
Fall asleep. But yeah, sorry it was so rushed, V. I literally walked in the door 5 minutes trying to get everything going.
It's okay. I was like finishing supper. I said, am I late? I was like,
I think the best one is usually I have supper around 5, 6 o'clock. And I went to my aunt's in Tofino. And Cayden and I are looking at each other. It's 5 o'clock. It's 6 o'clock. And I'm going, do you need help with dinner? It's 7 o'clock. Do you need me to do anything? It's 8 o'clock. Anything I can do to help start dinner? It's 9 o'clock. And dinner starts.
9 o'clock?
We ate at like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
Wow.
I'm in bed by then. I'm out. I'm
I was
gone.
gonna say, aren't you going to bed at like 8:30?
Yes.
Your time, not my time.
Yes. And I'm up at 4 for all the use that.
My time, I'm up.
Yeah. I catch your live. How are you doing, V?
I'm fantastic. Wait a minute, I have something to say. Hi, Cayden!
Hi.
I'm calling you.
Good.
He's hiding behind the green screen.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Or should I say the wall?
I brought my friend.
Green.
Frederic?
Frederic is here.
I sneezed him out this morning.
That's why he was missing. We found him.
I've got no words. Honestly, I don't.
We are fantastic. Here, I'll move you around. See if I can move you around. There we go.
I'm seeing the back of Frederic. I don't really want to see his butt.
Is that better?
There he is.
There, you can see more. See, now we look pretty much the same size.
Kathleen is in the house.
Hi, Kat!
Oh, here you go, Kat. Because I know that's what you're here for.
Hi, Toshi! Hi, Toshi! Tasha's too excited.
Oh, she loves being on camera. She's weird. Right? You're weird. You're weird.
Nothing wrong with being weird.
No, there isn't. And what I call it normalish. Right? I'm not letting you near the keyboard. You always press something and something always happens.
Don't push the red
button. Cookie is in the house. Welcome.
Hi, Cookie.
There's my Tosha. No. My Tosha.
Well, you said to Steve that we need a dog. Steve says, okay, we'll take Tosha.
No.
I did not say that.
I try to get him in trouble. It's not working.
But
yeah.
I honestly would consider cloning her. She is such a sweetheart. Right, Tosh? Yes, you are.
I have plenty of people around me that have puppies, so I get plenty of puppy loves everywhere.
I was going to send you something today, but I don't know your sense of humor. I think you'd be fine with it.
I have a twisted sense of humor.
Then you would have been
You
fine.
don't know V's sense of humor.
Have you seen the book? How do I put this delicately?
You said book. Chances is a book. Boy.
Book. It's called what's it called now?
Oh my God, that's so dirty. Oh my God, I can't believe it.
I sent it to Cookie and I sent it to Bree.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Aren't we from the same batch?
Brenda's Beaver.
Tell me about Brenda's Beaver.
It's an interesting book. Put it that way.
Daryl, I have a question. What's so interesting about the book?
I was rolling on the floor. It was so funny.
Okay. But you're not supposed to roll on a floor when you have a book in your hands.
He was rolling on the floor on Brenda's Beaver? What?
That's what I'm saying. It's just not appropriate.
Did Brenda know this was happening?
No, because Brenda was actually on the computer. Take that one, Steve.
Ah.
Wow.
But
He's multifaceted. Is that the English word? Multifaceted.
Okay.
Hello, Daryl's phone. Call me V answering. How can I help? Let me transfer your call to Cookie in the accounting department.
Daryl's Dungeon of Devilish Delights. How can I help you?
It's my wife,
Oh, it's his wife. Even better.
and she thinks when I do lives, I'm just nuts. Anyway, I told her I'm doing a live. Let's see what her comment will be.
No, tell her V says, come on up on the left.
Yeah, she go. Yeah, no. She thinks my whole adventure stuff is just crazy. The YouTube stuff is crazy. I'm like, okay, whatever. Justin, welcome.
Is she calling us crazy?
I'm not
I'm not the one rolling on the floor with the book. Just saying. So let me check in chat. Who's all here? Can I read the chat? Let's see if I can do this. Justin and Christina's here. Hello. Hello, Brother Waterboy.
Where?
Hello, Christina. Hi, Sue.
Oh, there they are.
Hi, Bestie.
The Morris family.
Hi, Angie. Hi, DJ. Hi, Amy. Hi, Mini DJ.
You know, she might be Kathleen.
What am I?
What?
She might be right. No.
That I might be crazy for doing this whole YouTube thing.
Damn.
This YouTube journey has been a blast, though. It really has.
I'm not professional, so I'm not crazy yet.
Give it time.
Okay, V. Let's start this interview. Number one, hashtag free Steve. Like, come on, really? Sending Steve to his room?
Well, I thought people were going to be like, wait a minute, don't they share a room? Nobody even said that.
Well, first thing that came to my mind was Harry Potter. You're sending him under the stairs.
Harry Potter? I've only seen one of those.
It was in the very first one.
That's how long ago I've seen it.
Basically, she put him in the closet. Steve?
We don't have closets.
That's good, because then Steve can't come out of the closet.
Steve was not in the closet. He fell asleep on the bed. Because when I text him while you're live, he was like, when I came up, he was like, I was like, are you awake? Are you awake? No.
So you don't look like you're at home. Where are you?
I'm in my RV.
Right on.
I'm in little Sir Lancelot.
Sir Lancelot. Okay.
Well, because my RV is the Lance.
But you realize then you've got Lance around you all the time?
I know. I just tend to attract all the Lances.
I'll stop right there.
We live inside a Lance.
That's why I was stopping.
See? This is the brain thought. Keep on talking.
And you think that she doesn't have a sense of humor? Oh, you poor...
I didn't say that, Steve. I didn't say that. I said I don't know what her sense of humor is.
You poor misguided man.
Are you sure you don't know, or you're afraid to admit that you know? Is all I'm saying.
No, sometimes taking things a certain way, some people can take it the wrong way, and I don't want to step over that line. I got a weird and wacky sense of humor. So,
same here.
Okay, then I will send. You're not on TikTok.
After all that, I get disappointed once again, Daryl. She's so much hype, and then crash and burn.
But hey, you know that we have somebody in the chat over here that goes by the name of TGIF, non-content, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you know where her content is?
TGIF? Who's that? Two Goats in Fresno?
Don't tell anybody. Two Goats in Fresno. Haven't heard that one yet. Just don't tell anybody.
Okay, I'm listening. What is it?
Bree has content.
Oh my gosh. Wait a minute.
It's on TikTok. Okay, rewind. We got to get that one done a bit better.
So I have to look underneath Two Goats in Fresno. Gotcha. And then I'll find her on TikTok?
Yep.
Is that her name? Gotcha. There we go.
Was it about cows? Oh, I don't know.
What about cows?
I don't know. Bree's like, oh Lord, was it about cows? I will find it and watch it.
Bree, are you putting up a link so we can all click on that link? You know?
Maybe Cookie can grab the link. Bree will kill me.
No, Cookie, put the link down for the beautiful people.
Newsflash. Whoa, just a second. Bree just made an announcement. She had a calf this morning.
Bree had a calf. Well, she's talented.
No kidding. Wow.
You sure it's Bree and not the cow?
And she says, I had calf this morning.
Oh, so she ate a calf.
She could have.
That's veal.
That's veal, yeah.
Well, I'm confused. Are you trying to entrap me?
Bring your link for TikTok. We've been moving herds all week.
It's funny. You get me on the live and we're talking about cows. That makes me laugh. What are you trying to imply? I'm just saying.
It is what it. Okay, let's get to you. So, V. We're gonna get serious here now for a minute.
Oh, damn it.
Shh, guess what?
Darn it.
Thank you.
That's it. We're done.
We're done. We have to cut it out. Steve ruined it all. The voice in my head. I told you. Why do you think I sent him to his bedroom?
Okay, send me to my bedroom here now.
Yeah,
I dare you.
The bedroom
I dare
is right
you.
there now.
I double dog dare you.
Hashtag free Steve.
Okay, Steve. Show people where you go to the bedroom here.
With pants on or pants off?
Wait, Kathleen Klein is the first to reply. $5 on that one.
Oh,
I'm
No,
not betting
it
that one.
was Justin.
It's like somebody said to me once, well, just wear your pajamas. I'm going, but I don't wear pajamas.
The secret is out. The secret to Daryl's success.
Be free.
Let Steve stay, she says. See? She wants me to ban you in the bedroom, but she wants to make sure you stay. And you see, I don't have a twisted sense of humor.
What are you doing in the bedroom with him?
No, I said you want me to ban him to the bedroom, but Kathleen
You're
wants
banding him to the bedroom, like to the headboard?
What?
Banding him? Like band?
Banding him, like.
Je l'envoie à sa chambre.
For mes les bouches.
Do you not see the translation I put up underneath me? It always goes when I talk.
That's all I remember. For mes les bouches.
Oui. Well, you know, there's a nicer way to say it in slang, but it's even funny.
I hated French.
Okay. You want us to be serious.
Okay, let's get into this.
That's good.
How can I be serious with that thing? That hairball.
He's listening. Look.
Did Steve cough that up?
He says he does, but he didn't.
But hopefully that's a hairball and not a...
He's green. That's all I'm going to say to you. Thank you. Don't make me pinch your cheeks, Daryl. No, not those ones.
You didn't clarify.
Those are not called cheeks. I think you should go back to school.
They're called cheeks.
No.
They're called butt cheeks.
No, they finish with ox at the end.
Well, yeah. Gluteus maximus, buttocks.
Are you jealous of Daryl that you need to sneeze?
I was gonna sneeze, but then it went away. Because you guys were talking silliness.
He was like... Yeah, I said to Steve, he should be on the next... Like, you should have 3 of us, and then you could see his view.
If it was brown, would it be a dingleberry?
I don't know. I couldn't... I don't know what that is, so... It must be lost in translation, because, you know...
We'll keep it at that, then.
Okay.
So, Getting
We.
serious now. If we can. Okay. So V,
We.
it's an interesting name. What does it derive from?
Well, I had, when I started in the chat, I had my name, and everybody's like, was totally, slaughtering my name. So I was at KNR Destinations chat, and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go what people usually call me. And he's like, how do you want me to call you? Call you V or Vi? You want me to call you V? And I was like, call me V. And after that, I was like, wait a minute. That's an easy channel name. People know how to say my name. And there we go. I was like, fine. After that, it just stuck and I changed it. And now people know how to write my name, say my name without, 12 times. Yeah. Steve says, say my name. So after, tried to say it 12 times, right? And I was like, it was just
Well,
easier.
I remember that in the beginning. Is it V? Is it Vi?
Eh? So then I'm like, call me V. And then I would put like extra E's at the end. So then people were like, oh, clued
You could
in.
have just gone V-E-E as in P.
See, that's why I didn't do the VEE. Because I didn't want to be associated to a P. Or a B. Or a B. I don't discriminate. Whichever. It could be A or B. Or P or B. Whichever.
Oh, I gotta get
I
into
was
this.
like, I'm not discriminating, so I just left it like that. And V means life. And I fought for my name to be here. So
So
my grandma has always called me V. So
let's get into that. You say you fought for your life. You were a kickboxer. You were a boxer. You
oh
were
my
an
God, I'm a
MMA.
boxer in my own mind. I only wish I could. No, when I was in my younger years, I had these weird symptoms and took 2 years for them to find it. I was going to the gym constantly. I was an avid runner, and all of a sudden I was starting to gain weight and
It's called getting older.
not when you're young. And I went to see the doctor. I said, there's something off because I'm going to the gym, plus I'm running. I shouldn't be gaining weight, like fat weight, not muscle weight. And then 2 years later, they diagnosed me with cancer. So it took 2 years for them to find it. And I was like, yay! I'm not going crazy. Because I'm not a doctor, so I couldn't put into words, but I had all these weird symptoms, and it took a while to figure it out, but patience and me not going crazy, they found it.
Wow. So then you spent time in the hospital, obviously.
Yep, I had surgery to remove the mass and did ICU history because I was stuck in ICU for 8 days. My dad always said if I didn't have bad luck, I had no luck at all. I've had 2 surgeries in my life. First one was during SARS, second one was during COVID. Just makes it more interesting. So during SARS, they couldn't transfer me nowhere because, they had to make sure all these protocols are followed. So I played a game of cards with another patient. So we did history because they're like, they've never had that happen, because people usually, either they're a step off the bed or a step on the other side of the bed. So
Now, were you at Toronto General?
nope, I was in my hometown.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember my aunt, because she was a nurse at Toronto General. She was a manager there. And she's like, it was crazy with SARS in Toronto. We never got it really that bad here in Vancouver. I do remember some bit of it. But she's like, it was crazy there.
Well, since Toronto is such a big city, it's like an epicenter. So I was grateful I wasn't there, but I did have to go for my radiation in Toronto, which I appreciated it because, I saw that the difference of hospitals,
Mm-hmm.
and I was young. So I was like, take note, there's such a thing as different hospitals,
Yep.
and different levels of care.
Oh, yeah.
Not every nurse are built the same. So I found that out when I was very young, and I was like, I was not afraid. Like a friend of mine became a midwife and she was practicing needles in me. And I was like, look, I'm Wolverine. And then after 8 days in ICU, I was like, do not come near me with that syringe, with that needle, unless you have a permit from the IV specialist and it's checked by Nancy, you know? Because I was like, don't touch me no more.
I remember my mom was a nurse, and she's like, you know, just come into the hospital and you can let all the candy strippers practice on you. I'm like, yeah, no.
Well, my friend was afraid that, you know, she was like, if I'm going to do this to a pregnant lady who's like, you know, already off her, you know, with hormones, she's like, oh, you're pretty tame compared to them. And I was like, honey, you know, they're like, they have life inside of them. Do you not blame them?
Oh, yeah.
She still practices today and she's amazing. So that's for her.
Yeah, no, nurses they're amazing people. They really are. But you're right. Not all nurses are equal. I definitely saw that when I was in the hospital. It's like, holy cow.
Yeah.
Some go out of their way. Others, they just want to play on their phones.
And see, this is where I find that crossing the line somewhat because of confidentiality and breach of confidentiality. You know, I'm like, just have old school. Let them all have TVs and, you know, dial tone phones. Guess what? There'd be none of that, you know?
Mm-hmm.
They would be doing their job properly. I could tell you, during COVID, I freaked out because they put me in a room and they're like, when you come back out of surgery, this is the room you'll be in. You know, we have to follow the protocols. And I don't do well with medication because I try to keep my body clean as much as I can. So when I'm all hyped up on drugs and they're like trying to put me in a different room, I kind of try to perk myself out of it because I was like, no, this is not my room. This is not. So yeah. And now there's no advocates in the hospital for you because they have like skeleton crew because they're trying to keep everybody at bay and healthy. And it's actually not that healthy for a patient. Like I was so stressed out. I was like, the other surgery I should have been more stressed out on my first surgery than this one because this one, you know, the odds were still, you know, not as favorable, but compared to the first one I should have been like, the first one I was like, see you on Monday, people. Having surgery on Thursday. I'll see you on Monday. Catch you later.
Well, and that's a funny thing because when I was in ICU, I was in the top floor, the fourth floor, which was they called their extreme ICU. No, I wasn't allowed visitors. So my wife, she packed a bag full of snacks and my phone chargers and stuff. My phone was dead by then. And the security guard said, just go up. So her and my son come up onto the fourth floor. The nurses are just freaking out, going, what the heck are you guys doing here? She's like, I was sent up. It's like, really? So the nurse is telling me all this before my wife even tells me, right? And I'm going, oh my goodness.
Hi, Claymere. But ever since then, I've always tried to be positive. And you know, when you're in the hospital, I was sending you positive information because, you know, it's already doomy there and gloomy. So
the only thing that keeps you going is that great food.
Hey, after 8 days in ICU, I begged for Jello. Guess what I did when I got out of the hospital? I bought four big containers of Jello, like boxes, and I was like, "We're making all these flavors." And I'm like, you know, my mom-in-law at the time, she was like, "You want Jello? Didn't you have enough?" I was like, "They didn't give me none."
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like,
No, I remember. I think it was when Cayden cut his head open when he was trying to be Superman on the swings. And I rushed him to the hospital, and they wanted to keep him there for a bit of time to make sure that he didn't have a concussion or anything. If I remember right, they gave him Jello then. I'm going, but he's a kid, right? So
yeah, but still.
But yeah. So what made you decide to get on this crazy train of YouTube?
Well, I've been following YouTube since 2012, 2013, 2014, something like that. And I was all over the board of what I searched. And I said, at one point, I was like, my friends are like, you have the weirdest things happen to you. You should just record yourself and put it on YouTube. And I was like, yeah, I should. It was just, and they're like, you'd be like one of those like, oh yeah, look at it. What's next, right? Because that's always what happens to me. What's next? And then I started having issues with my voice, and I was like, I don't think it's a go kind of thing. And then when I had to be silenced to help my vocal cord, I was like, you can't talk. You want to communicate. And at one point, I just, wrote on a board to my husband. I said, I think I'm going to be the first mime on YouTube.
Wait a second, though. Is Steve still around?
Yeah? Want
Steve?
to talk to Steve?
Yes.
What was it like for Fee not to be talking for a while? Oh, there's a look.
Wait. I have to show you his look.
I plead the fifth.
Oh, smart man.
You
Smart
can tell him. It's okay. I don't care.
It was great. It was quiet for a month. I
No,
could
it's
think.
3.
3 months? It was even better. Oh, 3 months. I'm dead now. I know.
You've always wanted to ask him that, didn't you?
Oh, that's funny.
Daryl, thanks a lot. I'm dead. You know that now.
It's okay. She'll just pick on me as well.
It's okay. And it was like, I was trying to learn sign language, but then Steve had to learn, and I have chemo brain, so it's hard to learn new stuff. Like I said, I'm like now an old dog, can't learn new tricks. I've tried. This is why it's even more funny and more awkward. Weird and awkward are, two of my favorite words because it kind of describes me very well. I'm like the onion. Nobody goes for it first in the grocery store. But, you bring it over. It brings a lot of flavor. Just saying.
I bought V one of those like etch-a-sketch sort of things that you can write stuff down and then erase it and then write stuff down so you're not wasting paper all the time. She used that quite a bit to communicate with doctors, nurses, with me. She'd just write her little thing. I'd understand, and off we'd go. We figured out a way to make it work.
But I've been
Good
treated
voiceover.
differently with no voice than with a voice.
And I found that out too because he's a friend of mine. He's deaf. I've worked with him throughout the years. I brought him into different jobs. And with my company, I ended up hiring him. And everybody's like, well, how do we communicate? I'm like, you have a pen? You have a phone?
You have a pen phone!
Like, he's not stupid.
Oh, Daryl, you didn't get that joke, did you?
What?
You got a pen? You got a phone. You got a pen phone.
You got a pen phone!
Yeah! Hey, God, delayed reaction, people.
I forgot about that one. That video will be coming soon.
Woo-hoo! This is how we hashtag free Steve. Pen phone.
Yeah, I have a pineapple.
So here's a question for you. Speaking of Steve, where did you meet Steve?
I met him at Boston Pizza. But no. This is where I met him. You said met. You didn't say how I introduced myself to him.
Okay, so this sounds like it was online, and you met at Boston Pizza for the first time.
That is correct. So when people always say, where'd you meet? I was like, well, Boston Pizza. Where do I introduce myself to him? I was at the internet. I was done dating, and I was like, and my brother, he's like, one more time. I was like, no, I'm done. He's like, fine. I was like, no, you do it. I was like, no. He's like, you're going to take this. You're going to do one more time. And I was like, I can't do this no more. And it was weird because I lived diagonally to Steve for 2.5 years. Our paths never crossed. Like literally, like parallel lives. I moved away. 4 months later, meeting Steve at Boston Pizza.
And that's what's funny, because that's how I met my wife. Same way.
Mhm.
Met online. We met at a restaurant. And when we looked at our lives, we kept on passing each other in different areas. We would go to the same restaurants. We would go to the same places. And it was just like, holy cow. I even went to where she used to work.
Whoa. Well, me too, because, you know.
And, you know, honestly, I don't know. I do remember a girl there. I didn't really pay attention. It might have been her. Who knows? But it is such a small, small, small world.
I always say to Steve, we were not ready to be introduced then, but we were introduced when we met. We were ready to be introduced. You know, I believe, you know, timing sometimes it's not what you want to hear, but sometimes it's great. Like when I was diagnosed with cancer, I was with somebody and I was like, you know, when you're like, you start reevaluating your life. Should I be here? Should I be not?
Mhm.
Well, I saw their true colors and I believe karma, and karma came biting back, and for him and not for
And
so,
you know,
There's lost my gain.
yeah.
I had
Hi, Victoria.
I had a similar situation where I was dating this girl, and I had an anxiety attack, and it was through that anxiety attack that I saw her true colors,
Yeah,
and it was like, yeah, no.
yeah.
And I had met her years early. She had actually been introduced to me by Chrome, and we had met. When did we meet? We met then. That nothing happened then, and then it was years down the road that I hear my name, and then we ended up dating for a while.
See, I always say, you weren't ready then,
Yep.
but you're ready now.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you're Canadian,
We
obviously a French Canadian.
much proud of it. Yes.
So are you from the Toronto area, or did you come from Quebec, or did you come from? Where did you come from?
I am west of Toronto. That's correct. But I was born here, but not raised. I was raised in Northern Ontario. My parents moved to Southern Ontario before I was born and tried to better their lives, and that's why we found ourselves here. So, oh, look at the love in the chat, people. Thanks, Daryl, for pulling up the chat so I don't have to push all the buttons. The buttons are scary sometimes.
I'm
people.
trying to keep up here.
And I'm proud to say that, you know, my mom made sure that, well, that she's like, if you want to live in Ontario, I want to make sure that you know both your languages very well. Well, I still don't know both of them very well, but you know, better than you know my mom and my grandparents, because they speak with a very, very thick accent.
Read this.
I
Jennifer met Johnny by crawling through her best friend's window with his best friend.
wow. She didn't take no for an answer. I like it.
Wow. All right.
I like it, Jennifer.
That one stopped me. Like, what?
What? The word window threw you off, didn't it?
Yep.
And I know what you're thinking, and it wasn't written that way, and you're like, darn. See? He won't deny it because I know him.
I grew up in acreage. We had nobody nearby that I could sneak into someone's window.
But, you know, Steve sometimes says, oh, we should go back up north. And I was like, it was fun growing up, but I don't think I want to retire there. You know, the older I get, the more I want a simple life, you know?
Yeah. I think when you're young, it's you know, it's about what you have, what you're wearing, what you look like, your status, all these things that are not relevant to life.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always looked at things a little bit differently. But then I look at when somebody says, "Oh, I couldn't do that," and then I look at a friend of mine and I go, "You know what? He can do that.
Yeah.
He can live in something that's what 5 foot tall and 20 feet long, roughly, like." And look at his life. He's loving it.
Yeah. I agree. I had a friend that when I was sick, she was traveling. She was between 2 jobs, 2 different cities. She had to travel to one job, then travel like to another, 3, 4 cities over to the other job, come home, travel here. And then I was like, I don't care how old or how young you are. So that put a lot of miles on her. And she was like, yeah, she was like, the things I should have told myself when I was young that I never did,
Oh,
But
exactly.
again, it was about the status, about the this.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's things that I wish, I would have been able to do earlier. I mean, I have an 8-year-old and I'm going to be turning 50 this year. I wish I would have started that process a little bit earlier. But, he keeps me young. He keeps me going. So would I change that? No. Can I change it? No.
You only wish you could. I know you do. But now it's like we now have, we traveled quite a few years, and then now we're just kind of like mellowing out. That's why we now have a campsite versus always go, 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 go. Thank God, because when the world went a little hoo-hoo, I was like, hey, we have a campsite. We don't have to fight with people.
Yeah.
Thank God we did have that.
We were so thankful that the year before everything fell into place, because if not, we would have been like,
we had this place, I think, for a couple
there
of
he
years.
is.
The man.
He's 100% there.
He's all sweaty. He just had sparring. Oh.
Oh yeah. Get him all dirty.
And now Tosha wants up too. It's all free.
Yeah, she knows. Wait a minute. This is the photo op.
English feels better if you don't
Hey, you can say hi to everybody. You can say hi.
Hi, Tosha. Hey, there you go. Take a picture, people. That's the time. Daryl, you're supposed to put her on big screen for a second.
Mwah.
Jeez.
I only have 2 hands.
Oh, I'm so disappointed. He could do so much and he has no hands. Do you know why I have Freddy Dick? Do you want to know why I have Freddy Dick?
There.
There we go. Hi. Hi, Toshi. Tosha, what's on your tongue? What's on your nose? Hey, can I say, oh, look at that. Where's the puppy? Not working.
You gonna get that? Or are you gonna sit in my lap?
He's getting old. My Freddy Dick is going, it's squeaking. He needs a bit of oil.
I was gonna say he needs a bit of WD-40.
Yeah, he does. The reason why I got him, because, I have such a sense of humor. At one point, it's like I couldn't talk, and people were like always asking me, why can't you talk? And I was like, so at one point, they're like, can you talk? And I'm like, and they're like, it's like, can I help you? And I'm like, and at one point, it was like, it's just a joke. I was like, might as well just bring it. Like, they look at me totally like, wait a minute, because I have the puppet, People start treating me a little slightly normaler, which is weird, but, I was like, the puppet had power, so I'm like, might as well keep him around.
Got Red in the house. Victoria May.
There's a bunch of beautiful people in there.
Eva. There's people I've missed here.
Ava, hello. Hildy, hello.
Bonnie.
I missed quite a few, I think. Angie, hello.
Angie. Oh yeah, I missed Angie too.
Christina, hello. Vicky, hello.
What are some of the channels that really influence you, that kind of made you go, you know what? I want to get into the RV life, or I want to get I want to do this, or you know what, I really want to try something new?
There's a few. I'm a little out there on a lot of things. So, like, my guilty pleasure is James Charles, because that boy can do better makeup than anybody I know. And I'm like, geez, I'm twice his age and I still can't, I haven't mastered it, you know? And there's Elsa Ray, because she did the makeup and at one point I was like, there is, what's his name? It's a cooking, Food Wishes. I don't know if you've watched it. And he tells you how to make the most complicated recipe very simple. Because, as you guys cannot see, we are foodie peoples. I learned to, I was like, you know what? The older I get, the more I understood my grandma. She's like, the older you get, your taste buds develop, so you enjoy more. But I said, but I eat less. She's like, no, but then you enjoy more. So I finally got what you meant, you know.
Yeah.
And then, like, I've watched from painting to, like, I've watched a lot of RV shows. I can say that. Who was my first like shows and stuff that I watched? I think was the Air Force guy, because he was always showing the trailers, and I was like, I like that dude. He just like, look at these trailers, look at these trailers. And then, I've looked at everything. I'm not afraid to click on a channel just because I was like, is this clickbait or not? And I'll check it out, you know.
So is there
But
one channel that really, kind of sets itself apart that you're just going, oh, I can't miss that? Or,
well, my favorite is Incredible Tiny Home, because Mr. Randy, he doesn't apologize for who he is. He's like,
no, you
this
shouldn't.
is me, this is my business, this is what we do,
Yeah.
And he makes incredible stuff with not much. And I'm I'm trying to always be economical, because I come from a broken home when I was a kid. So one of my Sunday morning memories is at the table cutting 2-cent coupons. Yes, that's how old I am, people. Shh, don't tell anyone. So I always like try to find a way to make stuff economical, and so that's why I
Coupon.
said when we bought a trailer, and I said to my husband, like, we had a trailer when I grew up, and we started in a little probably like, what, 15, 16 footer, and there was like a dining table on one side, the couch with the like the cupboard that came down to make a bed,
Oh, yeah.
and literally a closet, and like Doreen's, but just a little bit bigger.
Yeah.
And we were 5 in there,
Oh,
and we
wow.
had the best of times, because you spend the day outside.
Yeah.
So where our trailer was at, we we called it the prime spot, but my mom would tell you it was not prime because there were so many mosquitoes. But there was like a little wooded lot beside ours.
It was prime for the mosquitoes.
It was prime for the mosquitoes. But for us kids, it was awesome. We climbed those trees. We made forts. We made anything. Like, my mom didn't have to know where we are at. We're beside the trailer in these wood thing.
Yeah.
And it wasn't very big. It was probably like 20 by 40 or something. You're like, wasn't, but to us, that was like the best times. So, going on a paddle boat, on a boat, building a boat with my uncle, going fishing. That was like when I was a kid. But then when I moved away from home, because where I'm up north, there's so much more nature than there is in the south. And I was like, till this day, I have difficulty swimming in a pool, because I was like, how many chemicals are in here? The fishies are not cleaning this water.
So are you the youngest of your siblings?
Well, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I have 2 older siblings, and, but because I'm from a blended family. So we are not as close, but it is fine, because they had a bond before I came along. And both their parents remarried a few times. So, I was just a number to them. But now they know I'm not a number, because they know who I am. And, the older you get, the more you appreciate, I always say.
Yeah. It's kind of the same. I mean, I'm not from a blended family, but being adopted, I've got those half siblings out there, and it's the same kind of thing. You want that connection, but if they're not going to give it back, then why waste your energy?
It's not that they don't give it back, but it's on a different level, you know. So just because they live up there, I live over here, like distance makes a big difference too, right? Hello, Karen. But it's always fun, and I was like, I always say I make time for family, but it's a two-way street too, right?
Oh, exactly.
Mm-hmm. So that's why Aunt Gigi's my rock. She's the most amazing person I know in the world. She'll tell you she's not, but she is.
Those are the best kind of people, though, when they're humble.
Yeah.
It's
And I
like,
can tell you, my Aunt Gigi, she was not a camper, but she's an adventurer. Like, she's the one who introduced me to Manitoulin Island, and I totally love Manitoulin Island. I'm sure you guys saw. I was like, Aunt Gigi and I, when we get together, we got to go, you know. I always say we go to our roots because, you know, that's one of the first places I remember going with her, right? So, funny story.
and I remember the same thing growing up. Like, we used to go camping all the time, and that's one thing I'm glad I'm able to do now with Cayden is share that with him as well.
Yeah. And Steve, like when we started dating, we were tenting. We're always tenting because I had a trailer growing up. So I was like, I like the challenge of, hey, let's go in a tent. But unfortunately, the mosquitoes love me more than anything. I'm a buffet to them. I was like, whoa, look at the mandarin that came in. I'm like the mandarin buffet to them. So yeah, I'm like, but when we decided to get the teardrop is because, you know, we hit a mini tornado in Manitoulin. And Steve was like, thanks for introducing me to Manitoulin. What the? There's tornadoes? Like, it was just a freak accident, you know. And I was like, we rarely have these. I was like, you know, I think it was how many years before, like forever ago, right?
Yeah.
So then we moved up to a teardrop and we're like, okay, because we're getting older, you know, unpacking, repacking. That was how many hours all the time? So we're like, how can we get this to go faster and faster? You know, to enjoy more of your holidays too, right? You know, we had the unpacking and packing the tent down pat for time, but it was just that, you know, that 2 hours we're like, we could be doing something else.
Well, that's the thing, and that's kind of the way I'm looking at things now too. Like, I love to camp, but I also want things to be a little bit easier in a way of, if I want to be out on the trail and I want to be setting up somewhere, I don't want to spend that 20 minutes, that 10 minutes, whatever it is to set up. I want something that's going to pop up. It's going to be ready to go in like a minute or two. Or 3 or 4 or 5, and I'm ready to go. I'm ready. Yeah. So I don't know if it comes with old age.
I think it's just because we appreciate more time. When you're little, you're like, I have plenty of time to do that and this and that. But then the older you get, you're like, no, I don't. I don't have enough time. That's what I liked about the teardrop. Open the back, put the shelter on top, kitchen's already done. Open the 2 side doors. Bedroom is done. Open the other awning. Hey, look at that. And then put up the little shelter and put up the screen for the mosquitoes, and then put up the washroom / shower, and it was like done. So I was like, wow, we killed like a whole hour with that.
Are you borrowing Ray's bucket?
We don't have a bucket. We have a business. We have a, what's it called? A briefcase.
Oh,
it looks like a business briefcase. Yeah, so you just fold out the legs and there we go.
So you have a table.
We do have a folding table, and in our teardrop, we have a flip-out table as well.
You're pooping in a briefcase.
Yep. My business is my business.
You can take your business. Oh, it's such a shitty job.
For our shower tent, we looked high and low, like at Cabela's, at, what's that place, Babe and Vaughn? Steve.
Mountain Co-op?
What's that place in Vaughan? Oh, Bass Pro Shop. Bass Pro Shop. We looked a few places, Canadian Tire. We're looking for something small because, it's teardrop. And in front of our teardrop, we have like a little storage area. And I was like, I can't put a bucket in the storage area. It's too big. So when we found this business, we're like, hey, okay. But then we're like, hey, well, I don't want to sew anything. I changed our curtains on the teardrop. I have yet to sew them. And I was like, hey, it still has worked fine for me, because I was like, I'm not there to clamp. People sometimes say, oh, the teardrop is like clamping because you have everything. I have everything, but it's not that it's clamping. I have the stove. I don't have, we could have ordered it with a sink and a pump it's like, no, that's clamping to us. So.
It's just nice to get away from life sometimes, just to get out and enjoy nature. And that's what I enjoy about our adventures. It's just hearing the sound of nothing.
Oh, my phone's falling. Yes, I totally agree. Oh, wait a minute. No product shots. Oh, no product shots. There you go. Sorry. Try to avoid the product shot for you, Daryl. Yeah. I agree. Because you know what? Steve is having a fire right now, but I don't know if he stoked it more because, Steve made supper tonight.
But that means you're doing the dishes?
That was takeout. I already packed it up, ready to go in the garbage.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
No, it wasn't that. That was me grabbing the drinks. I was like, we had some sushi. But, Daryl, what's your favorite meal when you go camping? I always like to hear this when people come up with that.
Mine?
Yep.
Hot dogs.
Hot dogs? That's your favorite. I don't eat hot dogs.
Simple, easy. Cook it on the fire.
Oh, we love to cook on a fire. Our fire pit is like, Steve bought the Taj Mahal of the Taj Mahals. It's like a round fire pit. You can put all stuff around the fire pit. So, if you're making s'mores, you still have like a table, kind of, but it's like still a grid. So you could just scrub it just like the top grill. We have a grill, and you can leave the food on it, and you just rotate it to the side so it comes a table, a hot table. Yeah. So we've done everything on that fire pit. I'm known at the campsite for the best apple crisp. For the best apple crisp on the fire. Just saying. People are like, do I smell apple crisp? I'm bringing the ice cream. And I was like, go see, look, even Federic's like, where's the apple crisp? He's like already looking. He was like, where is it? Where is it? I was like, I know, I said apple crisp, I'm sorry. But yeah, people will tell you. They know when the fire pit is going. They're like, oh, what's on the menu now? Tomorrow we're attempting to make bread.
I think Nate's calling Frederic Mr. Booger.
Yes, that's his last name, Le Bougar. Le Bougar. You forgot le, which is the. It's very important in French.
I thought his last name was Hairball.
No.
Le Hairball.
That's where it came from.
That's where it came from. It came probably from Oscar de Grouch's Hairball. And that's his little offspring. I think he looks a bit like Solex. Wait a minute. Let me give you
You gotta get the
eyebrows. The eyebrow look. And then his beard looks. He looks a little like Solex now.
I know, apple crisp sounds good right now.
I know, doesn't it?
Kathleen, when she camps, man, she's glamping. She's going for steak, corn on the cob, sauteed mushrooms, strawberry shortcake.
I love the strawberry shortcake idea. That's genius. Kathleen Klein, I'll give you the best tip about corn on the cob. Best tip. Our neighbors, a few trailers down, a few years ago, they're like, we have the best way to do corn on the cob, and it doesn't require like 12 propane tanks and, to keep the water boiling. I was like, well, tell me more. And they bought a big stock pot, boiled that water. When it was done, they seasoned salt, a bit of margarine, butter, whatever you guys like, a little Old Bay, and then a little chicken bouillon, whatever, veggie bouillon, whatever you guys like. They took out the corn out of the husks, put it in a cooler, your average $20 cooler, poured this seasoned water on top, closed the cooler. The rule is you don't touch it for 4 hours. 4 hours after, because this is the pet peeve. You pick up corn, the outside is like super hot, and you're like trying to bite it and it's burning you because it's super hot. But you don't want to eat it cold because then it doesn't taste that good either. So after 4 hours, the inside core is as warm as the outside and is the perfect temperature. It's not burning hot and it's not cool. It's like in between. So
It's like porridge. It's just
right. And Steve will tell you, it's just right. Just perfect. And you know what? You don't have to stand, stir the corn, flip the corn. No. So it's perfect when you're going camping. You're making brunch. You boil the water, and then you pour it in. You boil another one, do the dishes, and then you're done. Then 4 hours later, supper's ready for the corn. You just have to do all the other stuff.
Takes all the fun out of it.
No. So like that, you have time to go to the beach. Let's get away. Then you get to go on a hike. Don't splinter.
I think I like Kathleen's idea better.
What's that?
Soak the ears, husk, and all in water. Throw it on the grill. Turn once. Cut off the stalk end and squeeze the ear out. Easy peasy.
Squeeze the ear out. But then it's hot and then it's cold. I'm just saying.
You need hot corn. The butter melting on it.
The butter's already seasoned. It's already been infused because it sucks it in.
I can't talk to you. I can't.
Okay. Welcome.
Now you understand my
Welcome
pain.
to the Call Me V show.
Yes, I understand, Steve. I really. Here. There we go. I hear you, Steve.
I lose every time.
I was not a believer until I tried. Now I won't go back. Just saying.
You're making everybody hungry. Red's calling.
I'm sorry. Would you like me to take out some sushi and offer you some?
Red's paying for DoorDash, so I guess everything's on Red right now.
Oh, if she's doing DoorDash, it's probably Chick-fil-A. I know her. They opened one in my city. I haven't tried yet. They're not quite open.
We have a Popeyes.
Yeah, the Popeyes.
We got Olive Garden.
Yeah, I know. You have an Olive Garden. That's why I have an issue.
We got a Carl's Jr.
Is that good? I don't know what a Carl's Jr. is.
We got a Fat Burger. All these American companies that are local that are coming up.
So are you trying to say you're more Americanized than us?
Yeah, in a lot of ways.
Look at that. There's got to be. Oh, look at that. Hildy, I'm sorry. I sent Hildy home to get some dinner. Talking about corn, sweet corn.
Popeyes is gross. I've never tried Popeyes.
Yeah.
I tried it twice. It's flavorful, but the chicken isn't. The skin is the only thing that's flavorful, and then the chicken itself is dull as sawdust.
Oh, okay.
See, Michael Ann says Popeyes is gross. See, I was like,
salad at Olive Garden? Yeah.
Soup and salad, I love. Costco, Olive Garden dressing.
Yeah, we have that.
Or if you go to the sushi place, you ask for the avocado salad dressing on the side. Then you make your own salad at home.
So we're getting off topic again. What are your plans for your channel?
My plans.
You superstar.
My plans, I'm still shocked. I have 200 subscribers, and I was like, why people are following me? Still blows my mind.
You have 200 now. Wasn't the deal that Steve had to do a toga when you reached 200?
Well, I said it until 10 p.m. that night, so.
It's not 10 p.m.
He kind of agreed, but, I say that my subscribers forgot that part.
Yep.
All I'm going to say, Steve, give me a number.
What?
Give me a number.
10 million.
Okay, the first person to write 10 million, we put Steve in a toga.
Oh, Jesus.
Look at it. Daryl's like, she won. She won again.
Oh, I love it.
Well, let's see who the first person
Do
is.
you really want to see my fat ass in a
You
toga?
can't say that word.
Fat Batunsky?
But you can't say ass?
I don't know. Steve, if you can encourage him, he might say a few extra words after that. So I was like, oh, Michael Lynn wins. She's so fast, that lady at Delhi. She's like lightning.
She's
But yeah, so
100,000.
the reason why I, like, in the long run, I was like, because I wanted to hear with my vocal therapist, because I've been following my vocal therapist for quite a few years. And she's like, your voice is improving. And, you know, when you hear it here and you hear it through a screen, it's different.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't feel like it. I've almost finished the book of exercises. That's, you know, whatever big. And she's like, you have to remember, because when I get excited, I forget all the rules because I'm an excitable person. I wear my heart on my sleeve. So
And you want to say everything in one sentence without taking a breath.
I only wish to be hashtag auctioneer girl. There'll never be an auctioneer.
Slow
Let me
down.
say how many people we got in the chat going, yes, we gotta go do a toga. I don't know.
So
I've always I love auctioneer channels, by the way. So if you want to do an
Steve?
auctioneer short, so awesome.
Steve?
Wait.
Steve?
Steve.
Steve?
Yeah, it's surprising you get a word in edgewise there, eh, Daryl?
The chat has spoken, so you have a toga to adorn.
Daryl, do you want to tell Steve how many people wrote that 10 million? Just let him know.
I've lost count here.
Oh, you people are cruel. You people are going to have nightmares if I do this.
And you know what? Other people are saying, you got this, Steve. You got it.
See? Those are my peeps.
Get new peeps.
Get new peeps. I love peeps. The purple ones are the best ones. I'm just saying.
Bye, Sue.
Do an auctioneer short, V. Yes, I plan to. But that'll be the auctioneering toga short, I guess. We're gonna have to combine some stuff. I listen to my channel just because I study my voice, because to me that is the tool that I almost lost. And you know, try going to the grocery store or restaurant, or even to the doctor with no voice. Try it. Try all those 3 in one day. Tell me how frustrated you are. So I was like, if I want to keep my voice, because I had surgery to try to save it, and you know, with that came risks. So I said it was either a mime channel for cat, because I was ready to do a mime.
The surgery worked well.
But my surgery did work, so I do get to talk, and I'm a positive person, and I know a lot of people were not positive during the world going on this axis, the other one. So I figured, I was like, I should just share positivity, because some people sometimes they just need to hear that it is possible, because you know, and when you're faced with adversity, sometimes you don't see it, but you know, sometimes you just need to be reminded.
You don't.
Like when you were in the hospital, just it's coming, buddy. Just hold on.
I remember, and the one thing that I really remember was, you know, there's always good out of negative, and a lot of people can't see the good out of the negative, and they're like, well, your mom passed away. I'm like, yeah, and that was bad, but out of that came a lot of good.
Yeah.
And I look back on that and the type of person she was, amazing person she was, and it's something that I strive to be. Like, I don't believe in lying to people. Like, I'll be honest. It honestly, it's too much work to lie.
Thank you.
You got to remember all the lies. It's just like, yeah, I'm 6'4". I'm not. I'm 6'1". So every time you got to go, I'm 6'3". Oh, wait a second. No, somebody said you were 6'4". No, I'm 6'3". No, you're 5'6". No, it's just easier to tell the frickin' truth. not to
Even if
pretend.
it hurts.
Yeah, even if it
Exactly.
hurts.
Exactly.
But at least people know where you stand then.
Yeah.
I agree totally. It's like, don't be afraid to be yourself. And so many channels out there pretend to be somebody they are not. And my biggest thing is just be you. You've got something to offer. Don't try to be another channel. Don't try to be somebody else that you're not.
It's too hard. It's too much work to do that.
Oh, it is. It's got to be a mental drain on you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Steve knows. He's like, he just be who you are. And I was like, that's what I'm trying to be.
Anything else, because
And
that's
I
what's
was like,
beautiful.
and I don't want people to push people around, or and if somebody says I'm being pushed around, I was like, well, what do you mean? Like, I was like, I know I've received some stuff like that, and I was like, and I went to the source because I was like, I don't believe you should be that way.
Oh yeah.
And you know, I went to the source. If I have a question, I'll be like, what does this mean? I don't know what this means. Because, sometimes I have chemo brain, so sometimes it gets lost in translation too.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm like, sometimes I was like, that's why I make a lot of jokes, because sometimes I was like, that went over my head and it's now in Cincinnati. Don't ask me to point where Cincinnati is on the map. Just say it. I'm learning my US stuff, but I'm not the best.
But sometimes out of stuff like that is what comes that humor that my wife thinks before she speaks, or she talks before she speaks, or thinks. I can't even speak today. She asked somebody one time, she's like, are you jalapeno? I said, you asked what? She's like, they're Filipino. And I asked if they were jalapeno. I'm like, you didn't. She's like, I did. I'm like, oh my God. She's like, they laughed. I said, you're lucky.
About my mom.
Oh.
You wanna hear a funny story like that?
Oh, Jesus.
My mom meets Steve for the first time. First time. And she's like, oh, nice meeting you. Blah, blah. Tell me more about your mom and your dad. And she's like, oh, so was your dad soft? I lost it. I was on the floor. And Steve was like, I'm sorry? I beg your pardon. Could you repeat? He's being all nice. And I'm on the floor. And I was like, is your dad soft? What kind of a personal question is that? So yeah, sometimes it gets lost in translations when you know more than one. But she meant soft spoken. But in French, if you just say soft, that's what it means. But in English, you guys have a longer word. Surprise! It's not just French with long words. And there was like, so it's been the ongoing joke.
Yeah, V didn't help me out in any way, shape, or form on that. All she did was laugh, and I'm looking at her mother as seriously as I could, and she had a serious face, and she was asking a serious question, not to be mean or anything. And I'm like, excuse me, you said what? You want to know why my dad is soft? What? And she asked it again, is your dad soft?
And then Steve was like, what do you mean?
And she said it in a different way. And then I understood.
And just the way V put it, it's like, no, there's a longer word. Those soft, longer don't really go together. So I'm just saying, we're going to move on from this subject now. Because this could go down a whole nother road.
Well, it was very innocent. It wasn't meant in any way, shape, or form in that. She was just trying to articulate, like, is your father, like, soft-spoken? Is he, I don't know what else she was trying to get to. Just, like, what kind of a person is he? So,
we have to stop the chat for a minute.
What?
We have a celebrity in the house.
Who?
Lance!
Lance is here!
That you're in right now. That you're in right now. You're in Lance.
Yeah, Lance, did you know? I'm in Lance. This is what it looks like inside of you, Lance.
Just Steve, don't ever say those words. Okay, now.
Steve was like, it's like, I'm having that moment again with your mom. But with Daryl. But with Daryl,
V, shut up! Don't stop! Don't keep talking.
Oh,
if you don't laugh at yourself, who you're gonna laugh at? I'm just
exactly.
saying.
Sometimes
Don't
looking
jump
in the
off
mirror,
that cliff.
sometimes looking in the mirror is the best medicine for you.
Oh, that's scary. You're making me look in the mirror.
It's like Sharon says, it's a deep hole. We're just gonna continue digging right now.
But you gotta have fun. And this is what I said. I was like, I want my channel to just be, try to be positive, try to share experiences. I was like, no judgment. You know what? That's not up to me. I'm like, and I was like, if somebody has some, Daryl, if I offend you, please tell me I offend you. I don't want to hear it from, I don't want to hear from Chrome.
Oh my God.
No. We
I
actually
left high school 20 years ago.
no, we were chatting about stuff this week, but yeah, it's it is everybody is on an adventure, no matter if it's small, big, large, and it depends what you're doing with it. And I always say, don't live by the what ifs in life. Like, don't, what if I would have gone cliff diving? What if I would have swam with that shark? What if?
He's like, where, shark? You almost made him fall off the chair.
I would have not held that spider?
That was a cute spider.
Not when you're petrified of spiders. But
hey,
that's
I'm petrified, but it's not. It's more teddy bear than a spider. Just saying.
Well, when he says to you, and you watch him with all the kids, put the spider down. It's on there for like 2 seconds. He picks up, put it on the other one, and then he comes to you and do you want to hold it? And you're scared of spiders. And you're like, okay, I got to get over this. You go, yes, expecting him to put it down and to take it off, not for him to put it down and walk away.
But the key word was not expect, it was assume. And you know what is in assume?
Yes, you make an ass of you and me.
Ah, you said a bad word.
You said the bad word, I didn't.
I don't consider it a bad word. We all have it. We're all sitting on it.
You know what, Daryl? This is why I like your logo, do epic shit. Because in French, merde is shit. But merde means good luck. So to me, it's like, do epic good luck stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, people like, you said bad word. I was like, well, I'm sorry. English is my second language. I try to hide my accent sometimes, but I was on holidays and I did speak French all that time. So, my accent does come up sometimes, and that's the fun. I enjoy it. I was like, it makes me who I am.
Oh, no, exactly.
Yeah.
Why would you even want to be anybody else but you?
Yeah, they're already all taken. I'll take this one. It's not taken yet.
There's only one you. There's already that other person. Be you.
No, there's only one V. Sorry, you was already taken. You didn't get it. Jeez, the girl of puns, and you can't even keep it.
V, stop talking.
Steve, go to your room.
No, you go to your room.
That's gonna be my first T-shirt, isn't it? Steve, go to your room.
Oh,
yes, ma'am.
He's got this. Steve, go to your room.
Steve's gonna be. It's like, and are you coming?
I'm gonna be turned into an evil meme. Steve, go to your room. You know what? I call it flattery. Just say. But eventually I will change my channel to things that, I don't know if you guys seen my first live on location in the RV that I was cooking. That was what is the word? Unprecedented.
Unprecedented?
That's the word. Unprecedented disaster and fun at the same time.
You mean a mitigated disaster?
No, not that word. I don't like that word. It sounds negative. And I had to clean my RV for an hour after that. But I had so much fun.
Isn't disaster a negative word?
No, because it means rebirth.
So women giving birth, that's rebirth?
Disaster.
Disaster?
This is what I have to look at and be serious. What? You can't see what me to do Zoom.
Sorry, I'm going to bed.
But anyways.
Oh.
But yeah, so I don't know. I'm like, there's some people are trying to, tell me what to do, but sorry, I'm just being me. And I take people for who they are. But
Don't be apologetic. It's your channel. You do what you want on your channel. But
don't forget, I'm Canadian. We kind of apologize for everything.
that's true. We're always saying sorry.
Yep,
Sorry.
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 Sorry, Steve, I sent you to your room. Sorry.
Sorry, I went
Sorry,
there.
I freed Robin. I imprisoned then, Steve. Sorry.
Sorry, I went there.
But I will be showing more. I've been practicing some recipes, and I will be sharing my camping recipes because that's what brings me joy too. So
Thank you for clarifying, because you said you were going to show more and you paused. So I'm just like, where are you going with this?
Because I need to pause because I need to swallow to help my vocal cord. See, doctor, I'm listening. My vocal therapist will be happy. Did you take a pause? Did you take something to drink?
Actually, right this time.
Whoop.
I do left-handed check marks.
I'm left-handed, but I'm ambidextrous. I do stuff with hands. So.
Oh, I do too. I'll do stuff with both, but I write with my right, but I do left-handed check marks.
I know my left hand. I do left-handed check marks, but I can color and cut at the same time. I'm just talented.
I could do the same thing. Doesn't mean I'm going to cut in the lines though.
Oh, I will. Only child. I was bored when I was a kid, right?
I can see that.
But you know what? Your child takes taekwondo?
Yeah.
Karate? Taekwondo.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Did he have to do the exercise one passing to the other hand?
I don't remember. He's been in it for what, 4 years now?
Because they say if you're right-handed, your right side will be stronger than your left. So people that are left-handed tend to be more ambidextrous because the world is more right-handed. The best gift I ever got, and listen to this is how left-handed I am. There was a left-handed agenda. Because I always look at a magazine from the back to the front, because that's what left-handed people do. Because it's naturally, if you're right-handed, yeah, you're going to turn the page with your right. But if you're left, you want to turn with the left.
So have you gone to the hardware store and gotten a left-handed screwdriver?
No, there's such a thing. There is such a thing? Answer my question, sir.
Yes.
Show me the money. So it's not righty-loosey, it's lefty-loosey?
Think about that.
You can even buy blinker fluid at the hardware store.
Exactly.
There's no such thing as blinker fluid that I know. I don't have an ID10T. Daryl, are you taking me for an ID10T? People, write in the chat, what do you think ID10T is? Just saying. If you do, Daryl's going to do another live jumping from the falls. Just saying, ID10T.
A screwdriver is just that. It's a handle.
So no, not if you have the ratchet thing on. I'm a girl. Not do things twice. ID10T. Ah, look at that. Michael Ann again for the win. That woman is so fast. I'm going to change her name to Lightning.
Johnny, help.
Johnny, help. What?
Oh, V.
Hey, man, lost in translation. Say that en français. Je vais peut-être comprendre un petit peu mieux.
Oui? Je m'appelle Daryl.
We're not talking about Daryl. We're talking about the screwdriver.
Jean de Plumelet.
Oh, you're going to have a copyright. You're saying a song.
Jean de Plumelet. Jean de Plumelet.
So what is this one? What is this one?
Honker.
In français.
Le honker.
Le nez, eh? Je veux un nez. Because you know,
Nizikov.
people always say we say A. You say A if you're talking in French with a verb. In
I don't
English, I don't
say
know
A.
why you guys say A. I don't get it.
I don't say A.
You just did.
Daryl.
Oh, Steve.
We.
He said me, not you.
Oh, I'm not you. I'm V.
Daryl.
I'm sorry,
This is what I
Steve.
deal with.
You married her. Sorry, buddy. You're on your own.
You chose me, baby.
I know I did.
Burn.
I made the right decision, but I just didn't read the fine print. I didn't really realize that forever was so damn long.
And there were so many B's in it.
Uh-huh.
Forever.
Yeah. There's so many
I'm
V's in
gonna need
forever.
that cruise when it comes up. I hope COVID doesn't cancel it on us.
Is there going to be a man overboard?
I don't know. Maybe not by accident. Maybe on purpose.
Yes.
But sir, don't
DJ
worry.
does
I'll
say A a
swim.
lot.
He can float.
DJ does say A a lot. I've noticed that.
Hey, it must be an Alberta thing. I don't know. I don't say
A?
it. I don't see. But
Cute.
anyways, Daryl, anything else you want to know about me? Now's the time.
So,
Go for it. I'll
weird.
speak.
Did you say the A word? V?
We are so off topic here.
If I say the A word, yes. Alphabet. Absolutely.
Apple.
No,
Apple. Amazing.
Appellation.
Anything else you'd like to know, Cayden, with a C?
Well, he's up to something now.
Because you
You've
know when
got,
the drinks are over, you know what happens.
but that's your chat. You get new drinks.
S.
No,
You don't
you're
have to go get a third one.
Did you say the ASS word?
Yeah, she did.
Can I say an S word?
Yeah.
Sporty.
No, I meant the
Assume.
ASS word.
There was once, Nate.
Assured.
It went down the bucket.
Assurance.
You're
Any
gonna
other words? I'm learning more words. Keep on. This is making me think. Well, there was a topic. Yeah, the topic was V. What's in my brain? It's kind of interesting, isn't it?
What you have in your brain?
I have brain matter.
So brain like
Neurons, electrons.
Uh,
Super class. No, he said started with ASS, he said.
Assume.
Yes, assured. Assume. I feel like I'm playing Scrabble with Cayden. Am I winning?
No, you're wrong.
When do I get triple word search?
Score.
Score, sorry.
I'll be hangman.
Oh.
So if every time you get it wrong, I'm gonna draw a person. Like start.
Would you like to do this interview?
Yeah. Get out of your place.
Oh, no, Cayden, tell him I'm sending you to your room.
You're going to your room.
See, you heard it, Daryl. You're going to your room.
He pointed to you.
Oof, you got
No,
burned.
he's not pointing to me. He's pointing to Frederic.
He wasn't in the picture yet.
Yeah.
No, he was on Reed's right where he's pointing.
Oof, oof. V,
Just like Cayden is not completely in the screen either.
So
See?
we
I'm the
oh
host now. Hi.
Okay.
You can
Do
stay
you want to know something funny?
now.
this is like having a mini V.
That's why I love Cayden.
You're mini V. You're mini.
I guess
Wow.
we're gonna be here for a while. I took out the big bottle. I already drank two.
Oh.
I'll grab the big fat water that I drank today.
You're gonna have a lot of editing to do. Wait a minute. Why are you putting your fingers in front of the screen?
Oh.
Don't push the red button, Steve.
Why am I going to have editing to do? It's live.
V. V.
Look at the green heights. Oh, chin chin, buddy. Chin chin.
This is my
Look.
water bottle.
It's mine. I drank it today.
Oh, you keep stealing my water bottle.
Whatever.
This is my water bottle.
You got this. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yours is Daryl. Yours is not black.
No,
So who cares?
I'm glad you can see it's not black.
Because your truck is black, your rims are black, your bolts and your nuts are black. You've established
Oh,
everything is black.
Hey, don't discriminate against my nuts.
hey,
I'm just saying, your bottle is not.
want to see the truck,
Nope,
Daryl, why
You're
did
not
you go
keeping
there?
up with the channel theme.
guys?
there's black right there.
Daddy,
Okay,
slow down.
thank you.
That's the truck's name.
Venom.
Oh my!
I like it because it starts with a V. I think you've had some pressure from V. Babe, can I turn on the AC?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Sorry, Daryl. I'm turning on the AC.
Starting to
Hot
melt.
flashes.
I'm
No,
starting to smell Chinese dumplings.
we didn't have dumplings. We had sumai.
I know.
Do you know what sumai is?
It's good stuff.
It's good stuff. I didn't have many. Steve ate more of them. Okay. So yeah, eventually my channel will be sharing my little what's in my brain today. But until then, I chit chat with people and I learn from other people.
That took a while to get the ending too.
Hey, I had to think of the whole thing out.
V is one of those ones that's like you're talking to her and she's like squirrel.
Yep. Sorry, words are hard, especially when you're thinking two languages, and then it's like sometimes a disconnection in my brain, so I have to like think. That's why I'm always entertaining, maybe, because I was like, wait a minute, what about this? Oh, wait a minute, what about this? Oh, wait a minute, I was talking about that.
Slow.
When it's fun. Daryl's like, we're gonna get there, so I'm talking a little faster for him.
Steve,
You're beautiful, V.
oh,
The light is in the shot. Nobody told me. Why is the light still in the shot?
so
Turn the light on.
Did you turn this on?
I did not turn it.
We, Daryl?
I was just waiting.
She's doing some changes, so this might take a minute or two.
I can tell. Let us know when you settle in, D.
I'm never settled in.
How long of a live do you want there, buddy?
I might be settled in about 5 hours from now when I go to bed.
We ended 35 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
What? It's no longer live?
No, it's still live, but that
Oh.
was my goal to end 35 minutes ago.
Well, in all fairness, Daryl,
So
you
we can
didn't send
swear
me.
now? Sorry.
In all fairness, you didn't send me the questions. Everybody else gets questions sent to them except me.
I don't have questions.
Oh, so I answered them all then.
This is my questions.
I thought you
I
had questions written down.
All I've got sitting, well, my desk is kind of a mess right now. It's getting organized. No, I do have questions.
And you thought you could get them all answered in one interview?
No.
You silly man.
Yeah, silly Daryl.
I started off doing questions for people, and it got to the point that when you're talking, it's easier just to keep playing off of the conversation and going with that and to work from there. Then to sit there and go, okay, which question was that? I've done that one. Okay, yeah, I haven't done this one. Okay, because you're constantly looking down. When you're
Just put your backwards check marks on questions that you've asked.
Yeah, but then I'm taking my attention away from the person that's right there, and I'm looking down. Then I got to find the pen. Where did my pen go?
How long does it take you to write a check mark?
Blue pen?
He has to use his left hand.
Blue pen?
Like, heck, that's like a millisecond. Then you look down for a millisecond, then you look up, you smile, and you ask your question.
Steve, but I'm not like you when your left hand is busy.
I'm not going to.
Wait a minute here.
Both my hands.
He's holding his hands up, and we're like, so it's not us. You're getting the dirtiest look. Daryl, I'm just saying, you're getting the dirty look.
I know. I can feel it.
Or is it no? I'm going to say something wrong.
Stare. That's why I clarified the stare.
But biting my tongue.
Not hard enough.
Nope.
Can you put up, Daryl? Can you put up what Michael Ann wrote in the comments?
Which one? This one?
The equation to V. How to replicate V. I really like that one. It's a good recipe. I think I should do a short on that one.
There you go.
Or technically it'll be a long.
A lot of ADHD, yep. Chemo brain, yep. French to English translations, yep. Equals call me confused.
Because nobody can say my name right. So yeah, totally right.
V, yep.
Oh, and then you forgot to add it all written in all in green.
Oh, Tosha, save me. Save me.
Now people know why. Why does V write lists? Yeah, because she gets to follow.
You save me?
Hi, Tosha. Hi, Tosha.
Question for V. Do you still love me like you used to love me before you loved me this time?
Huh?
Who's asking me this? Do you still love me like you used to love me? I think that's a song. I will say most definitely.
Who sent that?
You know why? Because yesterday wasn't as much as today. So I think it's even more. Just saying.
She's gone all philosophical on us.
Philosophical. Yeah, I know how to say that word. Philosophical. Yes, 5 syllables.
I think that question's meant for Steve, or that's for Steve.
Huh?
Steve, oh yeah, I love him.
What's not to love?
So Michael Ann, I think sometimes the green, people assume that I'm full of the green because, it's legal here, but I don't do that crap. I eat the green, like the salad, the broccoli, the whatever.
Okay, V, I think this says it best of all. We don't want to get a rise out of him.
Who's him?
Steve.
Okay,
Well,
just making sure. Just want to
well,
make sure he was talking about Steve and not the RV Lance. Just wanted to make sure.
What rise?
Steve asked what rise, Lance? Lance, Steve needs for you to draw a picture, I think.
Yeah, with a hydraulic diagram and all the valves and pistons involved.
And which type of oil you need?
Yes. Where all the lubrication has to go.
Lance goes, I didn't expect that answer.
No. Oh, he should expect that answer from you.
See, even Red said, isn't that a song? Anybody else in the chat want to ask me a question? You can ask me a question.
This conversation has gone down the toilet. The other part of the
toilet is over there.
The other part of the conversation is in Steve's left hand. And that's just a very little part, though.
Wait. What? We're all confused. What? I think Daryl's confused more than we are.
What's in my left hand?
Some oxygen.
I was going to get another beer.
You don't drink beer.
Well, Diet Coke. I was going to get another Diet Coke, but the fridge is so far away.
Yeah, it's an arm's length. That's how far away.
That's just terrible, Steve, that you'd have to get up and grab something out of the fridge.
I know. My life sucks.
You'd have to burn off a whole calorie.
Oh, you don't want to do that. Sweating.
That whole calorie, he's saving it to open the drink.
Yeah.
See? That's why he's in a dilemma. He's a wait. My favorite word. He's in a conundrum. Just makes me laugh.
You're a conundrum wrapped in an enigma. Oh.
Jennifer, don't apologize. You're trying to be Canadian.
Who's trying to be Canadian?
Jennifer apologized. I was like, don't apologize. Don't. You're going to turn into.
She's starting to already really good.
See, she is. She's becoming a Canadian in front of us. She's
apologizing for no reason.
Exactly, Michael Ann. That's what I am saying.
Here you go.
You know what? I'm innocent in all this. I'm going to have to watch this replay. I think you're just trying to trick me to say funny stuff. You know, I'm just Wait. Swag, stickers, support contests, and sponsors. You forgot directions. You forgot the map and the directions there, Daryl.
Map and directions to what? Ow.
Exactly, because he says we're going down the drain. I was like, well, I need directions. I need a map.
So, in closing, V,
Yes.
what are some words of wisdom that you could leave with people?
Oh God, Daryl, really?
Steve's like, oh, seriously, you want her to go there? The only thing I would suggest is, at the end of the day, it's just you and your thoughts. So,
Yep.
If you and your thoughts are arguing, somebody's got to win. I'm just saying.
Unless you're Steve, it's just you and your hand. But hey.
Hey, who's bringing this down the drain? The host or the guests? I'm just saying.
Michael Ann did. Right there.
What's Daryl's obsession with my left hand?
Blame it on lightning. He's trying to blame it on lightning.
What's Daryl's obsession with my left hand all of a sudden?
Maybe because yours is better than his. I don't know.
I don't know.
Are we doing a hand modeling competition?
No, I'm just pulling my shirt out.
He was showing his Buddha.
Mine is bigger than his.
I'm not going to argue
We
there.
don't want to have a Buddha off.
No, Buddha offs, please. Please, I can't see it. But at the end of the day, I always say, I was like, my aunt always told me, at the end of the day, do you have any regrets? If not, then that means you stayed true to yourself. And Gigi was right.
Oh, now, Michael Ann's putting it on to Steve and I. And
See?
he's innocent.
I'm telling you.
I don't know about that.
I was not provided with either a map, a compass, a GPS.
You need a map
or even
to find it?
Or even a map, like a foldable, or even an encyclopedia for crying out loud. I'm just saying.
You need a map to find it?
To find where this hole you're talking about that you're dragging us in? Yes.
What hole? What are we talking about?
Yeah, I forgot now.
I thought we were talking about a map to where you're going.
Wait a minute, I think I'm in the wrong chat.
I think so too.
Kenny, come and save me. Big Brother Daryl is just being...
No, Kenny, no, it's too late for us. Save yourself, Kenny, no!
Take the ship and go!
Run, Kenny, run! Oh, shit, almost.
But anyways, I would like to say that I appreciate every single person that we get to talk to every day. Because without them, it just wouldn't be the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That's true.
And I just want to say, I don't want to be a cliche, but you know what? It just takes one domino to change the world. Just one.
Actually, no.
Yep. Because
No,
it changes the whole direction of the thing.
it can't. Because you need more than one domino for the effect. Because
No.
one domino, if it falls, it's going to fall. That's
No,
it.
I said in the world is full of dominoes, but it only takes one to do the change.
To start the reaction.
Or to start the reaction or change the direction.
Yeah. I had a friend of mine that used to say, he's like, 1 and 1 equals what?
2.
11. He's like, you tell one person, that person will tell however many other people.
I love it when they tell.
So it's
They're
like,
playing telephone. I don't play that. I play 3. I play 3. 2 sides of the coin, And the third is the bystander who saw the coin fall. It's true, because there's the flipper of the coin who watched it fall, and then there's the two sides of this coin. Hey, like when you go to the casino, the blackjack casino, whatever, what do you want to say, poker? Okay, there's the guy dealing, there's the casino, and then there's the guy betting on it. There's still three people.
I think I know what V's trying to say. You know that video that was on about they were at a baseball game and two guys were arguing at each other, and they weren't in a fight yet, but then a young lady threw a pop bottle at one of the guys and then started the reaction, because then those two started fighting because they thought the one guy that got the pop bottle in the head thought it was the other guy, and it was really the young lady who started the fight.
That's not what I'm saying.
No?
I always say there's three sides to every
But
story.
that's three sides, yes.
Yeah.
It's those two guys and that
You're just
third
giving me
lady.
an example.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, you say something. It's like that game you tell, or you can draw it, you can say it, you whisper something in somebody's ear, they whisper it in somebody's ear, they whisper it in somebody's ear, blah, 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 blah. Down the road, what you have is not at all what was started.
Yeah, I played that once in camp, yeah.
And
exactly.
That's why I say this.
It's things like that, I mean, who was it that said, Kevin says all the time, words are hard, but words can also be damaging. Words can also be hurtful. Words can also be taken the wrong way. And I think that we need to sometimes stop and think before these words are spoken. No matter, you might take this word, whatever it might be, and you might not think that it's a bad thing, but to somebody else, that word can be something very hurtful.
Michael Ann agrees with me. Moist, such a bad word.
I don't like that word.
Bad word.
It's even worse when you send text to people because there's no emotion behind a text.
Yes.
So you don't know, if you don't know the person, like let's say it's myself and V texting, we know back and forth what we're doing, right? But if I'm texting somebody out of the blue and I text something,
if you text the same thing at Daryl,
yeah,
and Daryl sends you a different reaction, you would be like, is that good or bad? You wouldn't know.
Yeah, because there's no emotion behind text. And people have to understand that when you're texting something, don't take it out of context.
Yeah.
Right?
Text out of context. Cute.
Yeah. You know,
Cute.
And it's sort of the same when you're talking to people, especially people from a different religion, a different background, a different country. Sometimes it's lost in translation, as V says so many times, and that is true. And we just have to think about that when we're talking to other people sometimes.
Well, and you get to the point where that by doing stuff like that, it creates this drama. And this drama can eat away at people, whether they're part of that drama or they're not part of that drama.
That is so true.
When you've got that drama and it's sitting there, with some people, they can't let that drama go, and it sits there and will eat away at them.
It festers away, yeah.
And they might not even be a part of the whole thing, but they feel like, you know, whether they're friends with that or whatever it might be, it causes that stress. And that's the part that we need to have less of. We are human. We are all different.
If we were all the same, it'd be a pretty boring world.
Exactly. And we all have different religions, different ideas, different feelings, different sizes, different colors, different whatever it might be. We are all different.
And none of us is wrong.
But you forgot my favorite. We all had different accents.
Exactly. We all speak differently.
Yes, that's my favorite. Because when I was a kid, I told my mom I wanted to be the Pope. And she's just like, what? You know, 5-year-old telling her mom she wants to be a Pope. My mom was floored and she's like, why? I said, Well, you understand he gets to travel the world and he understands everybody. My
Yeah.
mom had to like literally sit me down and reality talk, girlfriend, And then my
Robin
mom's like,
Banner
yeah,
in the
my
house.
child doesn't think, everybody was like, I want to be an astronaut. I want to be a singer, a rock star. I want to be the Pope. Nobody says they want to be the Pope. I said, it's not that I want to be religious. I just want to understand everybody. So, yeah, call me innocent. It's okay. People
No,
say I'm not.
yeah, it's like Michael Ann said, some people can't let it go. And you know what? It's not that they can't let it go. It's that they've got so much anger in there. They've built up this anger, and it might not be from that situation. It can be from a similar situation or a situation from the past. That this anger builds up so much that they're just bursting, and they need to have that person to vent to or someone to vent to. Otherwise, they burst it out sometimes where they shouldn't.
There
And
should
I think
maybe
it's
be a channel for that. A channel that is called Outbursts Anonymous.
Outbursts Anonymous. Hey, Stevie, you should open a channel.
Yeah.
and it's funny because you know what? I taught Cayden this a long time ago. You need to get that anger out.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So grab a
Release.
pillow, put it in front of your face, and yell.
But Carol, question for the people who can't yell, what do we do?
Squeak.
No, you exhale all the air you can until
You know
you
what?
feel like dizzy, and then you're like, okay.
It helps. It really does help.
Mhm.
And there's nothing out there. I mean, I can get into the whole topic of bullying and stuff like that. I've been on that end of it. I've stopped bullies. I've been bullied. Even as an adult, I've been bullied by a client.
That's tough.
It is, especially when you've done the work and they turn around and say, you did a crappy job. We never finished the job. It's pouring rain. I put a roof on and you didn't pay your bill. Yet you're putting me down. And that lasted for 5 years of being bullied through social media. So I know what it's like. And my anger levels were huge. But I got to the point that I started reacting differently. Instead of lashing out back at him, I lashed out with kindness, saying, because he would post under fake names. So I would say, you know what? I don't recall your project. I apologize. There was an issue with your project. Here's our number. Call us and we'll rectify the issue. That stopped all the negative stuff because I was going at it in a different point of view. I wasn't hiding from the negativity. I was approaching it. I was dealing with it. We all have negative things in our lives.
Life sometimes, like I said, my dad said, if I didn't have bad luck, I just had no luck at all.
Yeah.
Like I can tell you, I don't have the luxury of having children. Why? Because what happened when I was young. I had to fight to be here, and I was like, when my friends were looking for love and getting married, here I am fighting for my life and they're having babies. I was like, it's the choice that God gave for me, but I took it and I was like, what can I do? Like, the expression, when life gives you lemon, you make lemonade. I was like, screw lemonade. That's just too typical. You make lemon drops, you make limoncello, you make lemon posset, you make lemon meringue pie. People, I can keep on going. I'm just saying. But,
Yes, she can.
Sometimes you just have to, lemonade is so a square or a box to fill. And sometimes there's a whole grocery store behind it.
But even at that, we tried for years and then we tried in vitro. That didn't work. So we tried adoption. That worked. But then we fought for 5 years with the birth mother.
That's exactly it. See?
So, I mean, it's not an easy road. No matter which way you look at it, I would not change anything. I love my son to death. I would do anything for him. And I think it also help me become that stronger person, not to put up with the bullying, the crap, the lack of a better word, shit that people put you through. So
And at the end of the day, you told your son, I love you, and we're doing this, and this is us. We are, at the end of the day, we're the family unit, no matter what.
Yeah, I'm still paying that debt off, but you know what? I would do it all over again.
Exactly.
So,
and some people are stronger to do it or not. Like Steve and I looked at that option. We had people references we had people offering to be, what is it, surrogate donors, like without even saying what the problem was. They're like, okay, what do you need? You need this. I don't know. I was like, whoa, relax, people. Like, and I was always saying, whatever happens, it's fine with me. I was like, we have a bunch of nieces and nephews, and they know, love it. Like I inherited with marrying Steve great nieces and great nephews. I was like, look at that. I'm now a great aunt. I love that. I was like, I'm not even 50, Daryl, and I'm a great aunt. I even have a title that says I'm great. So it's pretty good for my ego, if you ask me.
I have one niece, and you know what? She's an absolute sweetheart. She's off in your area, and she's a character. She's a little bit of a party animal, but I mean,
I love those.
I've known her since she was 3, and then we kind of lost contact because her mother was a little bit nuts. And then we got in contact again, and she's been traveling, and then when COVID hit, she just stayed in Toronto. So,
oh, look, she's in my backyard, for crying out loud.
Yep.
I'll just throw those. What are those things when we were kids? The can with the rope. I'll just throw the other side and, hey, I'm over here.
Yeah. And like we're saying before, it's like, you know what? Everybody is unique. Everybody is an individual. We are all human. It doesn't matter if you are the king. It doesn't matter if you're the queen. It doesn't matter if you're Jennifer Lopez. You still hopefully sit down to take a poop. You are still human.
Either in a bucket, a briefcase, or a flushable, whichever.
Some people even on a gold toilet.
And some of them just dig for it, whichever.
Exactly. So
wait a minute, you forgot a favorite, the bidet.
Oh, you and your bidet. Oh, bidet.
I have more people wanting those taken out of renovations than anything else.
I don't get the concept, so it's all good.
What's the... I don't get the purpose of having a jet of water sprayed up your behind. Like, if I sat on a toilet and pressed the flush thing and that happened, I would probably make a noise that I didn't even know I could make.
But this is my question. Are you sure you're sitting on the toilet the right way? Like, this is what... There's no instruction manual. See, Daryl, it's important to leave the instructions somehow.
So you go and do your business in one toilet, and then you move your patunchi over to another one?
Why people I send him to his room. I'm just saying, people. Hashtag, do we put him back in the bedroom?
Oh.
Hashtag, put Steve back.
Hashtag, put Steve back in the bedroom. He's talking too much poop. Rob is trying to save you. Hashtag free Steve.
No, Rob, that's over with. It's now put him back. Hashtag put him back.
And we've had enough of his.
Had enough of my what?
Oh.
Sexy legs.
Sexy legs. Good save there, V.
I'm always good. We don't know if Daryl has legs because we never see his legs.
Well, I'm sure he does.
No.
In my naked video.
I didn't see the naked video. Steve watched the naked video.
I blurred, but Yeah.
I'm still scared because Steve's like, it's blurred. I was like, are you sure? I was
It's
like,
blurred.
it's like the two words. Don't Google naked bears. Can't get myself to do it. You're like, naked swim. You had the word naked. I couldn't click on it. I'm sorry. That's how petrified I am.
As soon
And
as you
blurred.
tell somebody not to do something, then they want to do it.
Oh, not me.
I blurred. I blurred.
I blurred this big. It's getting bigger and bigger when he tells me the story.
Oh, it's a big butt to cover, so.
Sure, Daryl, sure. I've seen your truck seat. It's not that big. Is it a bucket seat, as they call it in English?
I don't
A
know.
bucket seat?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, an individual seat.
I don't look up Daryl's bucket seat.
Well, you haven't looked at my butt, Steve?
Oh.
You haven't seen his bucket seat with the red stripes on it?
No.
Yeah, I'm not happy with those Canadian tires.
He's looking at a permanent marker or something just to color over it. Well, I just learned that they have peel and stick wallpaper. Do they not have peel and stick fabric? People, is there such a thing? If not, invent it, please. Call it the.
So, I have finished my drink. And you know what happens when I finish my drink?
What? I know what happens when you finish your drink. You go to bed and I call you the next morning. I was like, are you okay after drinking all that?
It was only 8 shots, I think. I lost count.
I think. I was like, Daryl,
Was
put
it
me in the
10?
basement.
Actually, it's 11.
Well, I don't think it was that much. But
Okay,
that
thank you,
was because of what's his name? Of DJ and Tim.
Yeah. DJ was a good bartender and Tim was just another round for the house. I swear, Tim is not telling us the truth, but he was a DJ. He was probably a bartender in a previous life and he doesn't want to tell us. I'm on to you, Tim. On to you.
But we are at that time. That was an hour ago. That we're gonna start wrapping this up, V. So
I didn't bring the wrapping paper. I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't have it here. You're lucky. I thought I had tin foil. I was gonna wrap you up.
Oh God.
The die?
Aluminum foil.
Don't wait. Just leave it. Put it back. I'm not done yet. I will be.
Wait a minute.
Down.
Cayden, go get some foil for me.
No.
Please?
No.
Pretty, please.
No.
Turn the light back on, please.
Oh, pardon me. Sorry.
Look, I'm doing my eyes.
No. I'm falling for it.
Oh, break my heart.
Okay.
I've got no words.
Yes? Do epic shit.
What?
It's dead. No, it isn't.
Yes.
Come on.
Don't live by the what ifs in life. Get out and do epic shit.
Smile while doing it.
No matter how old you are, how young you are, how big you are, how little you are, it doesn't matter. There's no excuses.
How weird you are.
You know what? I always call myself normalish. And I said that to Bree the other day. And she loved it.
I'm awkwardish then.
You are squirrelish.
I'm a little bit of everything-ish.
And Michael Ann is speechless.
Ah!
Not funny.
But you know what? It's been great chatting with you, V. You are a hoot. You've missed your calling in life. You really have.
What's my calling? I didn't get the phone call. I thought it was Call Me V. Hi.
No, you should be right up there beside Rumor.
Huh?
Who's Rumor?
Okay, since you don't know.
Is this an English thing?
So she is English.
Please.
She is English. She's a British comedian. You've seen her on many different shows, Bridesmaids and stuff like that. She is absolutely hilarious.
Okay. I'll
And you-
hashtag go see her.
There's also what's her name, McCarthy.
I love her.
But you've missed your calling. You'd be an awesome comedian.
Yeah, but then people would like to pinch my cheeks on the daily.
Oof.
You know, I'd have to get them in line.
But that's why you have a bidet.
What? How does it?
This never happens very often.
Well, if people are touching your cheeks or pinching your cheeks, don't you want to wash them afterwards?
Daryl,
Oh,
you have been the most fun host ever.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry, but I think in a different world, I'm this once you get to know me, this is who I am.
Thank
Otherwise,
you.
when you first get to meet me, I am shy, I am quiet.
He's not bull.
I am.
That's,
Really, I am.
epic bull. It's not do epic bull. It's epic bull.
Uh-huh.
No, it says in the back.
If you're that shy, I'm that tall. Yeah.
Oh, really?
You can
How
call me
tall
Tree.
are you?
Call me Tree instead.
4 foot.
I'm taller than you. No way. Literally.
Cayden,
Yeah.
where's my foil?
Oh, I threw it in the garbage.
Go get me another one, please.
We have no more. We only had one. No! Don't dare use paper. No, not falling for it.
Okay.
Not falling for it.
Daryl, can we finish?
Sorry?
Well,
I can take. What?
Daryl, can we finish this in a ASMR section and say to the people, thanks for listening to us. It was a hoot. I hope they come and join us on the channels.
We probably could.
Hit your thumbs up, people. Put some love. Put some love in there too.
But V, don't you think we should tell them that we're gonna let them go? Or we just keep stringing them along?
I don't see the string. You're talking about a bidet. Now I'm confused.
we don't have string.
Never
That's why I
mind.
wanted foil. That's why I was looking for foil.
Saran wrap's better.
No. Press and seal. Press and seal.
Okay, don't
Hey.
poke me.
We finished the live on press and seal. Done. Steve is saying press and seal wins. Yeah.
Steve is telling us to wrap this up.
Oh yeah. He has the big
I
thing.
just got a nasty text message from Steve.
What?
All done with one hand.
He's talking about Clash of Clans and you're saying his left hand. What the heck?
Oh, what level are you on?
Huh?
What level are you on?
The one where I have the ice goblins.
The ice goblins. Do you have the ice goblins?
No,
Ice goblins.
he's way under that. He doesn't even have ice goblins.
You don't have ice goblins?
I'm trying to
Daryl.
Talk too much. V, Junior.
get not V Junior.
No, it's
Goblins.
VC.
I'm on level 130.
Oh, okay. I'm on level 162.
Oh, yeah, okay.
You're 32.
Daryl, you're always behind the news.
I guess I got to catch up here.
Let me do it. Because you're doing a live. You're on the live.
You're gonna get
I
a
am
catch up
trying
and
to
you're gonna go get some hot dogs because you haven't had supper, and we know hot dogs are your favorites. He has a purple look, babe. Daryl, do a big screen so Steve can see.
Huh?
He hasn't put himself as a big screen. There we go. That's where
Okay.
he's at.
Okay. This is what I'm at then.
Okay, now.
Here you can see my number, and then you can
wait, turn your phone. There you go.
you can find me then, and then
We can battle?
yeah,
Ooh,
you can be on
sweet.
like the same team.
Oh no! All I hear is swing, swing.
I'll text you.
I hear swing, swing, swing. I think we
Hey.
have to go. I'm stuck between knives. Help me!
I'm talking to
Okay.
Stevie.
God, you're so dramatic.
Hey,
I've got siege machines that I can't fill up, apparently.
Who knew my brother is going to be Steve's best friend now? Oh no.
but now we've got DJ that's going to download it again and see where he's at because he hasn't
Ooh.
played it for a while.
What about Rob? Get Rob on this too, and get Johnny involved too.
We could have our YouTube channel clan.
You can call it the Boys Clan.
Ooh.
You know,
What the-
because boys don't chat, boys talk.
Boys are boys. Ooh.
Oh, they're calling themselves boys.
Ooh.
I say boys and they say yes. They're not offended. I don't call them men. It's funny. I love it.
260.
What?
The heck, DJ?
I think DJ's the president of the men's clan. You guys are still stuck in the boys clan.
I'm a baby if that's him. I think he's off by 200. Wow. I feel very,
He
very.
ran a bot on the computer on it. Oh my god, that's like no wonder. Dude talk.
He
Yeah.
ran a bot. Okay, B, we're gonna let you go. I'm
Thank
getting
God.
hungry.
I got to put the AC. It's a little hot in here. It's like 74.
Hot in here.
I'm sorry that I bring the heat.
Did you say you wanted a topless live?
No, V, no, don't you dare. You keep your...
Oh,
Steve's
okay.
like, you let me.
Ah, crap. Okay, there, that's better. What the hell are you laughing at now there, girl?
I'm laughing at Daryl and you.
Oh, scheisse.
People don't want to leave because they're having too much fun.
Wait a minute.
Got a new fan. You got a new fan?
So
Ooh,
we're
tell me more.
B, any last words? Because we're gonna quit. We're done. Last
My
word.
last words are always look forward to the pop-ups from V because you never know what pops up.
Oh, don't say that. V.
I don't know what you want me to say. I
What a
love my
way to
pop-up
end
live.
the conversation.
Well,
You
you
never
brought
know.
it there. That's what you wrote in the special chat here. I just read what you wrote. He had to look again what he wrote. He doesn't
No.
remember.
I was just listening to the conversation outside. You know what? If you haven't checked her out, check her out. That's V. You never know what's going to pop out of that mouth. You never know what's going to end up happening on her channel.
But you always know it's going to be happy and funny, and we're going to have fun.
If you want an ADHD channel, there she is.
Hey, don't offend my people who have ADHD.
I didn't. I'm one of them. I'm
No,
also
but-
OCD.
I don't know. I have something called Call Me V.
Hey, and I'm proud of my OCD.
I don't know. I've never diagnosed.
That's kind of fun.
It's not ICD, but it's OCD. Okay, gotcha. Because I see Daryl. ICD.
ICD.
At least that's what you see.
Explosive device? IED. Sorry, that's not ED.
Anyways, people, I hope you got to know me more because I'm just one of those people. I have fun all the time. I look at the positive side. Oh my God, Daryl, I'm just going to say, you better duck.
What the?
Yep.
Okay. Better duck.
Cayden's
Oh,
nunchucks.
It's not mine anymore.
Daryl, do you have your life, your will filled out?
Yeah, he gets it also. So
But
something happens to me and you see him driving around in my truck, you'll know why.
well, you're already trying to teach him how to drive. You really want to reconsider that, don't you?
Gotta learn someday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you don't live on a farm. You can't learn on a tractor, right?
We love you, V. Thank you for joining us on our channel.
I always have fun.
Stay
I can't hide
beautiful.
who I am. I am. You too. Bye, beautiful people.
Oh, what a sweet lady. You know, I've never laughed so much. I've never had so much fun. And laughter is good for the soul. It really is. And V is one of those people that keeps the laughter going. Love you, V. Thank you for coming on the channel. Thank you for being a part of this and for for making me laugh. We never got very far in this whole conversation, but it was fun to have you up and to goof around, I guess. So remember, guys, don't live by the what ifs in life. Get out and do epic shit. Thank you, guys.